what's coming. Halloween is coming! Halloween, the best night of the year. The only night that it is socially acceptable to dress up like your faves and just dive headfirst into a pillowcase full of candy. But if you're like me, you've procrastinated for a costume either because there are too many great choices or you are out of ideas. So either way, let me complicate things and suggest to you 5 books that you can use to inspire your Halloween costume. I also have a bit of a sweet tooth, and there's nothing better than candy while you're reading, so I'm going to pair every single one of these books with a little bit of candy. So everyone knows that a Halloween costume, depending on the kind of evening you want to have, needs to have a sort of a different flavor. Someone wants to feel beautiful, another person wants to feel terrifying. The first one, if you want to look just gorgeous and glamorous, the book you want is The Bells by Danielle Clayton. In a world where people are born gray and washed out, Camille is a belle, and that means she has the power to control beauty. She can remake a person head to toe in whatever image they desire. But there's an ugly side to beauty. This is not a gentle and beautiful power. This is a hair-ripping, bone-cracking kind of magic. And there's an ugly side to the glittering court of Orleans as well, when Camille gets to the palace and finds herself at the whims of a very evil princess. For a Halloween costume inspired by the bells, you'll want to break out your best floor-length ball gown, prom dress if you still have it, and a flower crown, as well as your very best eye makeup. And the candy I would pair with the bells is rock candy for that jewel-like, brittle sweetness. Next up, if you're looking for a scarier Halloween costume, look no further than Forest of 1,000 Lanterns by Julie Dow. This is a retelling of the Snow White fairy tale, but the twist is that it's from the perspective of the evil queen. Xi Feng is a peasant girl living in a village in the mythical country of Fenglu. Her Guma, her aunt, has seen for her a glorious future in the cards. She tells Xi Feng that she will rise to become empress of the entire country. But to get there, she has to harness some pretty dark magic that involves eating hearts like apples. It's terrifying and gorgeous imagery. Should I not admit the gorgeous part? There's also a stunning ambition in her, as well as a serpent god, a gorgeous weapon maker, a web of intrigue and crown princes and concubines. It's a beautiful book. For costumes, I would recommend a simple white dress, a gorgeous red lip, and a bloody beating heart. You can use a prop. It doesn't have to be a real heart. Could be, doesn't have to be. For the candy pairing, I recommend Botan rice paper candy. If you're looking for a fierce costume, something to make you feel powerful, you should be inspired by Sea Fire by Natalie C. Parker. So, after Caledonia Styx's family is ruthlessly murdered by the bloodthirsty warlord Eric Athair and his bullets, Caledonia is left with only her best friend, Pisces, and a vow never to trust another man. Fast forward a few years, though, and Caledonia has her own ship again, the Moors Navies, and a crew of women and girls who have all lost something to Eric. Their ultimate goal is to take him down. But when a bullet looking to defect saves Pisces' life, Caledonia is left with a question. Who can she trust? Even more so when the boy tells her that her entire family may not have perished in that attack so many years ago. This book has a perfect steampunk, girl gang, pirate, futuristic aesthetic for costumes. It's a perfect group costume. I recommend netting, wetsuit bottoms, leather boots, candy pairing, saltwater taffy, of course. If you're looking for a more whimsical costume, I recommend A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, where Alice is black and she kicks butt. So the story starts the night that Alice first encounters a nightmare, and these are terrifying creatures that have crawled out of a dark realm known as Wonderland. Rescued by a charming and mysterious mentor, Alice is trained in how to slay nightmares to keep our world safe. But kicking butt isn't her only commitment. She has friends, she has family, she has grades, she has a strict and loving mother who only wants her to succeed and to take the meat out on time to defrost before dinner. All of these duties collide when her mentor Hatta is poisoned, and she has to go deeper into Wonderland than she's ever been before to find the cure for him. Costumes for this come so naturally. It's urban wonderland. Stripes, lacy cravats, leather boots, tall top hats, anything whimsical and fantastic. Vorpal swords, if you have them. I would definitely pair this book with candy corn for the stripes. My last book recommendation is something fun. Dumpling by Julie Murphy. Set in Texas with Dolly Parton and red candy suckers and just so much voice and heart. Willow Dean, nicknamed Dumpling by her former beauty pageant mom, likes to introduce herself as the resident fat girl. She's dealing with a lot of things. Her favorite aunt, who was also fat, recently died of a massive heart attack, and her mother isn't quite as supportive as she could be. But in spite of all of that, Willow Dean is at home in her body, and she has amazing self-confidence. That starts to change when she gets a job at the local fast food joint Harpies, where hot jock Bo also works. So she's kind of crushing on Bo, and to her surprise, Bo might be crushing back. So, to take her confidence back, Willow Dean decides to enter the Miss Teen Bluebonnet pageant, which her mother won once upon a time. This book is so funny, so voicey, and Willow Dean is just such a wonderful character. Snarky, fun, but full of heart. Also, Netflix is making a movie out of this one, and I think Dolly Parton has written some original new music for it, which is very exciting. So basically, if you don't dress up for Dumpling this year, once Netflix comes out with the movie, everyone will be, so get in on it now. You will need a Miss Teen Bluebonnet pageant sash and anything that makes you feel confident and beautiful. The candy pairing for this book is red candy suckers, of course. There you have it. 5 great books to inspire your Halloween costume. And if you still can't decide on a costume, just grab one of these books, a little bit of candy, forget the party. I wanted to share my Halloween costume. Happy Halloween!